Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is why Liu99. Keyboard atrocities like this are not rare. Not at all. We're kicking things off with a mono blue shuffler special. An early bounce is all we got. This is a disaster in the making. Mull. Then we get a shuffler special with that same bounce and double stock up. The talent is a bonus here. Keep. Clearly, the Battleship is the easiest card to ship here. They play out a challenger. Mono red is not what we would have liked to see with the hand we have. We'll be in for plenty of pain this game. We draw a sweeper. We already have the double white we need. All that is left is to get another pair of lands. They hit their challenger with a pump spell. If only we had a blue available to bounce their fool back to their hand. Eat these damages we will. They follow up with a firebending student. It also has prowess, but the good news is it doesn't have haste. Let's hold off on playing the forest. We'll fire off our stock up first and try to find another island. There's one in the back of the bus, and we'll take it. Out of the rest of the cards, I do like the Procession or the Talent. The Talent does give us a blocker, and that's enough to decide it for us. They're coming down with a Tersa. This might end up being another very painful turn for us. They follow up with more pump, but they aim it at their student. That thing doesn't have haste, so we're safe in bouncing it. That's a heap of damages we'll avoid taking. Now we'll clear out their men. It's an easy 2-for-1, and we might be able to slow their roll if they don't have more hasty men. Fire in the mono-red hole. They play out their student. The lack of haste does give us a bit of a break from taking hits turn after turn. We draw another stock up. We'll fire off another one after we play out a talent. Out of these, I do like Elspeth. She can give us a pair of blockers every turn until we're able to find a way to gain life. Another land can give us the ability to level up a talent and fire off a stock up, so we'll take the passage. They send it, and we'll block up. In single digits, you should block whenever possible. We can wait until later in the game before we begin to return fire. They hit us with a burst lightning. We're going down low. Any lower, and the Hulk would turn back into Banner. We draw a Horn of Plenty, and that's the first thing we're playing out. We'll follow up with Elspeth and generate a couple of token blockers.
My blades, join the fight.
They play out a Lava Runner. Thanks to them having the right set of cards in their grave, it will get haste. The good news is they have no more cards left, so what they have is what's on board. They send it, and the Lava Runner has no other ability to get any bigger. We'll double block the runner and send him to an early grave. Without any ammo, their student is relegated to dishing out a single damage, which we can recover thanks to our Horn of Plenty. We draw a Procession, and we'll play it out to get back a stock up. That will be 2 points of life gained to get us back up to 4. out of these, I do like getting the bounce just in case they get something that is hasty. Plus an instant will get us a point of life during their turn. We could play out the talent or the stock up, but let's string out our cards to maximize our life gain. If we run out of ammo, we'll run out of life gain. Are they really going to send it? We'll double block, and if they have pump, we have bounce. Oh wait, they downloaded brown. That's GG's, extra token cheese. This is Geralf. No wait, it's an alt Geralf. He's feeling a little punchy. We get a shuffler special yet again. This starts to happen when you've won too many games in a row. We do have an early bounce, and we're one land away from the Horn of Plenty. Let's give it a shot. Keep your hopes up. They go looking for a land, not just in this deck, but in all their decks. Judge. We draw our third land, which will get us Cornucopia mana. After that, we'll need some good draws. They play out a flying cat. At least it will have flying if they play out enough men. We draw a fourth land. This is starting to look better. The Horn of Plenty can gain life to offset any damages we take, and we do have the bounce available as well. They play out a Halia for her full price. The cat doesn't have flying yet, but it's on its way to getting its wings. We draw a procession. That's not bad. We can use it to get back the sweeper after we fire it off. All we need is another white mana and for them to play out more men. They play out an Arabo, the Cat Lord. It makes a token when it enters, and that's going to be enough for the Cat Squire to become a knight and drink his Red Bull. It gives him wings. They send the flying kitty, but Halia stays behind to make the kitties purr. Just make sure the pants stay on. This is a family show. We're still waiting for a white mana to fire off this Beyond the Quiet. That would be enough to buy us plenty of time given the bounce we have, and now a talent as well. They play out a Battle Angel, and we'll fire off our bounce to send their flying cat back to hand. We're in full damage control mode now. They send in only a cat token. They want to play it very safe. We'll block up, and we can fire off our procession. Our token will survive, and we can block again another day. We draw another land, but it's a forest. Come on, Shuffler. Do I have to order a white mana on Amazon? They play out a Vanguard. The cat parade is well underway, and all we can do is watch and smile, or frown. They add to their board with a pride mate. Just like any mono life gain player, they keep playing stuff out like we are never going to sweep their board. All we need is 1 white mana. Yet again, they are happy sending in only the minimum. We'll use our bounce to send back their flying cat, and we can block their token. We draw a Doppel, but that means we still don't have a second white mana. We could Doppel ourselves one of their planes, since we can fire it off for 1, but they've got lethality already, and we won't have a chance to fire off the sweeper. Even with getting our bounce back and gaining a bit of life, I don't think we can survive to see another turn. Amazingly enough, this is the first and only time we've been locked out of a color across all 7 versions of this deck. All we needed was a single white mana. That's GG's. Let's get out of here and on to the next one. This is mine. I'm not sure if that means ownership or the kind that explodes. I suppose we'll see. We get a 4-lander this time, with a bounce, a stock up, and some ramp. I like it. Keep your pants on. An Excalibur, those are rather rare. Is this life gain with a sword? They play out a Voice of Victory. That's not a staple of life gain. We draw another bounce, and if we're going to hit him with it, we have to do it now. We'll follow up with the talent, and we can line up the stock up for our next turn. They keep the Voice of Victory in their pants and play out Linden instead. It's time to stock up. We need to find some weapons to disrupt their plans. A sweeper is an easy grab, and we'll take the other stock up. They pass on playing out the Voice of Victory and go with a Pride Mate instead. That's unfortunate. We really do want to sweep away that Voice of Victory. They send it, but we'll take the damages. We'll want to block up the bigger damages later. We'll play out the Forest. With 4 mana, we can stock up and have the 1 mana up for our bounce in case we need it. We'll take the passage here. That will get us the second white mana we need for the sweeper. This will not be a repeat of last game. The second procession is great too, as that can be anything we need out of our grave. 1 is good, but twice is very nice. They go for their Voice of Victory, and we'll send the Pride Mate packing. We just need to delay them until we can pull the brooms out of our closet. They follow up with a Vanguard. That's going to be a 3-for-1 easy. Chances are good. We're going to want to fire off our sweeper on our next turn. Let's make sure we have the double white we need. That's a sanctifier. They can't help but keep playing things out when they have sufficient pressure already on board. That's a 5-for-1 we have brewing. Just add a little salt, and this should turn out nicely. We should change the name of the channel to Cooking with Sharkman, lol. We're taking a big hit this turn, but this won't happen again on their next attack step. Fire in the life gain hole, and we have 3 ways to get back the sweeper if we need it again. It already feels like GG's. They play out a sanctifier, but that seems to be it for the life gain crew. At the end of their turn, we'll fire off a procession and grab a stock up. Christmas comes early, we get an Ugin, and that will be our play. The world will have 1 less bunny in it, but we're okay with that.
Heed my cup. Fools have sown discord. Open your mind to possibility.
They play out a prop room, but that's only good when they have men in play. Nice, bro. Very nice. Let's fire off the stock up. We're really looking for some firepower now. Weapons we can use to start working their life total down a notch or 2. That's an Elspeth, and that talent looks pretty good too. We can keep stocking up while we add men to our board.
The wise heed my voice.
I light the path to victory. Ready arms!
They drew a land and feel so good about things they get out of town. Smell you later, bro. And GG's. Extra cheese. This is pastafari. It's when you go on safari to look at pasta. Don't forget the breadsticks. We get another shuffler special. We're being hated on big time. We do have a bounce, and we're a land away from being able to use our double stock up to get us going in the right direction. Keep your hopes up. They hit our token with a removal. You love to see it. No 3rd land yet, but we do have a Doppel. Now there's our 3rd land. It's unfortunate we can't fire off a stock up this turn, but something that good is worth waiting for, especially when we're not under any pressure. They hit us with a 3rd turn duress. Whatever they take, we can get back, either with the talent or with a procession. They make us toss a stock up, the easiest card to get back. All we have to do is level up our talent. They follow up with a Null Priest of Oblivion. So there's some kind of discard reanimator then? We'll fire off our stock up and check out what we've got on top. I like the Virtue, especially since we have a passage in the grave already. I also like a 2nd sweeper. We don't know what they might have coming, but if they're making us toss cards, we should guarantee we have 2 sweepers in hand. Just in case. They play out an arena, it's card draw for them, and with a lifelink guy on board, they won't even notice the pain. We'll get our passage back with our virtue. Missing the land drop last turn did slow us a bit, but when we're only taking 2 damages, we're okay with going a bit slower. They play out a regent even when they know we have a sweeper in hand. That's guts. All we can do this turn is level up our talent and get back a stock up. They only have 6 damages on board, so we should see another turn. That's just amazing. They play out a bloodletter, and we'll be taking double the damages. But that also means we clear out 3 of their men for the price of 1 sweeper. Here we go. Fire in the mono black hole. They play out a Dark Knight. While it would normally be a serious threat, we've got another sweeper in hand already, just how we planned it. We drew a 3rd sweeper. It's not a good day to be a bad guy. Looks like they are out of threats, probably holding a pile of removals. We'll go with Vivien here. She can start helping us find lands. We're on like turn 10 and we only have 5 mana. And that's just wrong.
Go ahead and run. I can keep up.
That's a miss.
Oh, I've made
All our
lots
lands
of
are at the
friends in
bottom
this
of the
town.
deck, apparently. They play out an Acolyte, the big guy that generates tokens as well as card draw. They follow up with the worst removal in the current standard. It's a bad day when you're relying on that card to do something for you against this deck.
Violence is getting out of hand.
Third sweeper inbound. Grab your socks, bro. Grab onto them tight. This time we'll snipe their arena.
If you want to scrap,
Let's put them in top deck mode while we can only improve our board from here on out.
life is tenacious, isn't it?
Vivien hasn't found a single land for us this game, after 2 activations and we only have 7 lands. No problem, we'll dig up some of our own lands. With great power comes great explosions. GG's, sweeper cheese. This is MJ. Does Peter Parker know you're here? We get a 4-lander this time. We've got double procession and a single sweeper. We'll need excellent draws, but the mana is fine. Keep your pants on. They play out an infantry that fetches more infantry. They could load their board with infants. We'll strategically play out this talent and counteract their infant with our otter token. They play out a wicker folk. It gives them a surveil when it enters. All their men are artifacts so far, which has me wondering. They send it and will block up. We'll not be harassed by these cheap men. Not if we can help it. We draw a second passage that will guarantee we can get to 5 mana and that will have the right colors. They play out a virus beetle and we'll have to toss a card. But they seem to have gotten stuck with their shuffler special. We'll level up our talent. As soon as we can, we'll try to get it to level 3. The insane amount of tokens we can generate might be enough to let us go on the offensive. They play out a Delny, and that's a sign of things to come if we allow him to stay on board. A single virus beetle would force us to toss 2 cards. Fire in the Delny hole. Let's not worry about what they might be able to do. Instead, we'll enjoy this 3-for-1 they so gladly gave us. Delny comes back for seconds. We don't mind giving him a second round of just desserts. And they follow up with a ginger brute. I was in the mood for a cookie, although it's usually me biting the cookie instead of the other way around. They send the team, if 2 men could be called a team. They tap out for a siege, and I'm guessing they're going to go with the add counters to their men mode. At the end of their turn, we'll procession back the sweeper. Let's clear out enemy men, especially if they're going to be getting performance-enhancing candy. Fire in the Delny Hole Part 2. They play out a Hull Carver, just a simple 1/1 with Death Touch. Their siege will grow it over time, so even this little fella could end up being a problem. Luckily for us, we have solutions. Let's jam our talent to level 3. That'll get us an otter with every sorcery and instant we fire off. They play out an enchantment removal. That one, at least, is much better than Sheltered by Ghosts, though it still does have its vulnerabilities. We'll land the battleship this turn. We'll take out the Banishing Light and get our talent back. They raise the pass to get a pair of men back. I'm so not impressed. We'll go with our Horn of Plenty this turn. Then we can procession back our sweeper to clear out their men. They have 0 men in their grave and 0 on board. It's almost like starting the game over, except we have the power of a Doppel in hand. They have resiliency. I'll give them that. This turn we'll hold what we got. There's no rush to Doppel when we can wait another turn and Doppel for one more. They play out a silencer. It's the poison trap. That's the reason for all their artifact men. And Delny doubles the hits for even more poison fun. We draw a sweeper. It's not a good day for robo men on the other side of the board. Say goodnight. We'll take our talent up to level 2. The best thing to grab would be a procession, since we can use that to grab anything we might want back. In one turn, they assemble another team. That's all well and good, but I don't mind clearing their men out time and time again. We get another talent. Let's take it up to level 2 right away. From here on out, we can start mass producing our tokens, and we can grow at a faster rate than them. We draw an Elspeth. That's huge. We'll have double the otters with every instant and sorcery we fire off. They don't want to see what comes next. GG's, extra cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.